Hello and welcome to Heavy Debriefings Top 100 Albums of 2025, Part 5, 60 through 51, as we finish the bottom half of my Top 100 list. Rules are down below, the written version's down below. Let's do this. At number 60, we have Apocalypse Orchestra with A Plague Upon Thee. The long-awaited sophomore album from the Swedish band is something I've been chomping at the bit for since I interviewed the band back in 2017. The perfect blend of medieval folk and doom combined to create what feels like the Black Plague all those centuries ago. Hitting the sweet spot between Erebalter, Swallow the Sun, Falkenbach, the lyrical content of Woods of Ypres, and the 14th century, Apocalypse Orchestra has created one of the best doom albums of 2025 with A Plague Upon Thee. At 59, we have Suotana with Onas 2. The Finnish band's fourth album and second chapter of the Alt Onas continues right where 2023's Onas 1 leaves you, though this time it feels like they're even more heavier. The band continues to improve on every subsequent album, and that's not going away anytime soon. This is for anyone who enjoys the likes of Norther, Bredmir, Kalma, and Children of Bodom. At 58, we have Opia with I Welcome Thee, Eternal Sleep. The debut album from this UK and Spanish band is the perfect Gothic doom metal album. It has the keys of Typo Negative, the darkness of Draconian, the dynamics of Tristania, and will just leave you with that overwhelming sense of Gothic doom. At 57, we have Slowfall with Blood Eclipse. Slowfall's third album sees the band finding more and more of their sound and creating something that hits so very, very hard. The band is taking their signature style of Melodeath, but adding more and more elements to it all, including more prog elements, more consumer-friendly elements, and a wicked sense of songwriting that couldn't be more effective. It's amazing how I can hear bands like Hyena as much as I do Nailed to Obscurity, but then hearing these Jordan Rudess style keyboard solos that feel like they come out of nowhere, but couldn't fit the music any better. At 56, we have Falling Leaves with The Silence That Binds Us. The sophomore album from this melodic death doom band feels like it was tailor-made for my taste. It hits everything you love about the genre, from the tear-jerking melodic moments to the depressing lyrics to the overall atmosphere that is unparalleled by anything outside the genre. If you want a mix of Woods of Ypres, November's Doom, and Swallow the Sun, you need Falling Leaves. At 55, we have Nailed to Obscurity with Generation of the Void. It's been quite a wait since 2019's Black Frost, but thankfully this German band has returned with their fifth album, and it's the haunting beauty that I hoped it would be. They hit the perfect blend of melodic death doom in the vein of Swallow the Sun, Insomnium, and In Mourning, but especially on this album you hear more Melodeath moments that remind me of bands like Dark Tranquillity and In Vain, and a lot more poppier moments as well, which just makes this album that much more varied and enjoyable. At 54, we have Mercury Tide with Walls of Confusion, a dark mix of power metal and heavy metal, feeling like a grand fusing of Evergrey, Morgana Le Fay, Darkwater, and of course, Latter Day Angel Dust. You have an intriguing and enduring album that I can't get enough of. It's so catchy, but it never loses sight of what the band is all about. It's a dark, whimsical album that hits the right amount of power metal and heavy metal, that has some of the most anthemic riffs that I've heard in this style in a very long time. At 53, we have Demon Hunter with There Was a Light There. With There Was a Light There, the band explores what has made the band work so perfectly in the past, while continuing to forge new paths in their sound. There are songs that are arguably their catchiest songs, along with some that rival their heaviest, all while hearing riffs that remind me so much of bands like Catatonia, and the title track that can bring a genuine tear to your eye. Give Demon Hunter a fair listen, and see if they do anything for you. At 52, we have Downpour with Where There Is Life, There Is Hope. The debut album from this UK band is something I didn't realize I needed until I came across it. Downpour has providing just enough ethereal and atmospheric moments mixed in with melodic hardcore and metalcore. They deserve to be huge in this genre, and I think given time, they will be. And rounding out the bottom 50, at 51, we have Werewolves with The Ugliest of All. This is absolutely crushing, giving you just enough room to breathe throughout the album before you get pummeled into dust once again. And of course, the hilarious sound clips that make up the album makes it that much more enjoyable. This is an album for people who absolutely love and hate metal genres, and it's done with earnest intent that is nearly impossible to hate if you get it. For any extreme metal fan, this is easy contender for Album of the Year, and off the top of my head, I don't know who's making better extreme metal in this style than Werewolves. And there you go, folks, my bottom 50 albums of 2025 in my Heavy Debriefings Top 100 Albums of 2025. What'd you think? Was there some good albums, some bad albums, anything you never heard before, anything you want to check out, anything that you think will crack the top 50? Please let me know down below. And of course, like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, all of that good stuff on YouTube. And let's bring this channel to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you kindly. Make sure to come back Monday as we finally crack into the top 50 with Heavy Debriefings Top 100 Albums of 2025, Part 6, 50 through 41. But until then, this is Josh Runquist saying, embrace a Skullet.